Hello. Today I'd like to read from the Book of Virtues, edited by William Bennett. This is a story about Sir Walter Raleigh. Goethe said that there is no outward sign of true courtesy that does not rest in deep moral foundation. This tale about the English explorer and courtier Sir Walter Raleigh is one of our most famous examples of that kind of everyday responsibility called chivalry. There once lived in England a brave and noble man whose name was Walter Raleigh. He was not only brave and noble, but he was also handsome and polite. For that reason the Queen made him a knight and called him Sir Walter Raleigh. I will tell you about it. When Raleigh was a young man, he was one day walking along a street in London. At that time the streets were not paved. There were no sidewalks. Raleigh was dressed in very fine style, and he wore a beautiful scarlet cloak thrown over his shoulders. As he passed along, he found it hard work to keep from stepping in the mud, soiling his handsome new shoes. Soon he came to a puddle of muddy water which reached from one side of the street to the other. He could not step across. Perhaps he could jump over it. As he was thinking what he should do, he happened to look up who was coming down the street on the other side of the puddle. It was Elizabeth, Queen of England. With her train of gentlewomen and waiting maids, she saw the dirty puddle in the street. She saw the handsome young man with the scarlet cloak standing by the side of it. How was she to get across? Young Raleigh, when he saw who was coming, forgot about himself. He thought only of helping the Queen. There was only one thing he could do, and no other man would have thought of that. He took off his scarlet cloak and spread it across the puddle. The Queen could step on it now, as on a beautiful carpet. She walked across. She was safely over the ugly puddle, and her feet had not touched the mud. She paused a moment and thanked the young man. As she walked onward with her train, she asked one of the gentlewomen, "Who was that brave gentleman who helped us so handsomely?" "His name is Walter Raleigh," said the gentlewoman. "He shall have his reward," said the Queen. Not long after that, she sent for Raleigh to come to her palace. The young man went in, but he had no scarlet cloak to wear. Then, while all the great men and fine ladies of England stood around, the Queen made him a knight. And from that time on, he was known as Sir Walter Raleigh, the Queen's favorite.